In the football gaming arena, or maybe other sports gaming genres, what do you think is missing?
What do I think is missing in sports games today?
Yep.
Um, well, competition, even in itself, I guess.
Right.
Yeah. I think that sports gaming. I mean, and again, it's unique. It's a unique beast, right?
Right.
There are people. I think I met a few people at E3 who were like, oh, I was like, how do you like the games? And it's like, well, it's like I love sports games, and I was just like, oh, that's interesting, right? Because gamers like sports games, like I think one, they're lacking a serious amount of, well, I mean, I love what 2K is doing, so that company made the best football game, of all time so far. We're hoping to achieve that level of success, but at the same time, they're just, how does the corporate world look at the sports genre, I guess, right?
Right.
Like, is it a profitable sort of, like, do they look at it as this pure sort of like numbers game, or do they look at it as like, wow, we can create a product that's, that could really speak to the fans and speak to the actual industry itself, right? And speak to the NFL and speak to the, but I think sports gaming I think basketball is doing great. I think NBA Live is coming back strong because 2K did really well, and that's what competition does, right? It just, it makes people go to war, and they're like, even at the smaller level, right? Like, oh, I can't make my textures look as, oh my God, 2K looks so good. We're gonna have to up our game, right? So I mean, I want to fight, obviously. I mean, this is I love competing, and but at the same time, it's like, I think that what is lacking is maybe the push, right? From maybe the community, or maybe or maybe our industry in itself.
Right.
But yeah, I think there's also, how do we make ourselves more attractive to other markets, right? Like, how do we make to other types of gamers, right?
Yes.
I mean, how do we get, and I guess that alludes to what I was saying before, where how do we grow this,
right,
and not shrink it, right?
Exactly.
So how do we, like, I just kind of funny, but how do we get a sports title at the top of Twitch, right? I know it's so silly,
right?
But that's kind of how success the game is doing, right? You've got League of Legends, Dota, you got DayZ, Destiny's up there now, which they've been building now for a year, and like they're finally kind of getting their feet underneath of them, and like they're, they have this huge 5-year plan, 10-year plan. So I think that, like, how do we get a football game like #1, right? Like, accomplish that. People are interested, they're tuned in, they love it, they want to be a part of it, they love the culture. How do we grow the culture? So I think that we need to build a culture of inclusiveness, right? I think that needs to happen.
Okay, sounds great. And the last question, and this is the very last question, thank you again. Is there anything else you would like to add to this interview, to the fans, to the supporters, even maybe to the naysayers, or anyone who is listening?
Okay, well, so again, we really appreciate all the support, and we definitely take all the criticisms. We want to build the best thing that we can. We're just starting, so I hope that people are patient with us. We're a group of passionate football fans who are trying to build the best product with one of the greatest living athletes in the world, and it's just an honor to work on something like that. And again, we will do everything possible to make all of our dreams come true, and do just the best job we can, I guess. So, but yeah, I'm definitely going to be open, and if anyone has any support, which is always nice, but also criticisms, we'll take everything at face value and just provide the best that we can to you. So, thank you.
Thank you. Wow.